What motivates us to move out a layer?
God, no idea.
God. God motivates
I think
us.
God motivated this whole movie.
This is a really good idea. See, this is why you guys are film majors, and I'm not.
That's right.
Let's produce this, Nick. I think we can do it.
This is makeable.
I think this is makeable.
This is makeable.
Hi, we're back with another episode of Logline.
We are.
True.
I'm Don Julio.
And I'm good old Saint Nick.
Saint Nicholas,
Indeed.
the bringer of gifts.
Oh.
Hey, you know how Dracula is just staccato Santa?
Yeah.
Was I telling you about this?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
were. That's a topic for a whole podcast in itself.
It is, yeah.
Great. Hi. We're back. We are here with another James, but not the other James. This one is James Kovaleski, who also has the name James.
True.
Thanks for piecing that together for everybody.
Yeah. So, hi, James. We are here on the Logline podcast. And
Hello.
just as a reminder to you and our loyal listeners, they're so loyal. I love our loyal listeners. The most loyal people
All
you've
of
ever
them.
seen. So loyal. Loyally. As a reminder, it's called Logline, and we take an idea or a concept that you have, and we make it into like a full movie idea, and then we have to reduce it back down to at the end to just a title and a log line.
Okay, say that one more time.
we take a movie idea
Okay.
that you, James Kovaleski, have.
That I have now.
You have to have a fully fledged movie idea for us.
You
at
have
this
to
moment.
have an idea or a concept, and then we will make it into a movie idea.
If you don't have an
Okay.
idea, we take you out back and shoot you.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I definitely do have one then.
Okay.
In all seriousness, it can be like a single word.
It literally.
It can just like the other day, I did beehive. I just said beehive,
Okay.
and then we made a movie vaguely about beehives.
It wasn't. It incorporated.
Incorporated beehives.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
about.
Wait, it
beehives.
wasn't about beehives.
But it incorporated them.
What was it? Do we call it hive mind? Doesn't matter. Point is,
Is that not?
Call back.
could be a single word. Could be like something that takes the entire podcast to explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we will take that, make it into a movie, and then at the end we will turn it into a title and a log line.
Okay.
So,
Define the log line for me.
1 to 2 sentence elevator pitch for a film. Our log lines aren't strict,
Excellent.
like strict film log lines. We're like pretty.
No,
loose.
yeah, we
Okay.
really bend the rules. We don't try
Yeah.
to make them actually good log lines.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard that word before, so I wouldn't worry about.
Log line.
Yeah.
Are you a film major?
I'm not. I'm
Oh.
communication arts, but
Well,
on the rhetoric side of things.
Oh, so you're like a not cool guy.
Damn, roasted. Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
basically, I'm just not cool.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. So
Don't worry. Me and Nick aren't cool either.
yeah. So, James, if you would like to bestow upon yourself into your microphone right in front of your face and
Okay.
say your lovely movie concept idea or single word.
Okay.
Uh-huh. We're listening. Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Okay. I have a pretty
he-
crazy idea.
Okay,
Actually,
gotcha,
that I just
okay,
came up
gotcha.
with. Okay. So there are 3 people
Good start.
in a podcast suite on a podcast. 3 of them sitting in a row.
No.
Oh, shit.
That's it. That's it. All right.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I like
Where did
this.
we come up with a log line?
This was our first. We've never had such a meta.
It was bound to happen.
Concept. It was bound to happen at some
Yeah.
point. Okay. 3 characters, and they're very distinct. These characters.
I think we should do an exercise where we ask a question that can have a one-word answer, and we all say that answer at the same time, and then we go off those 3 keywords.
Okay. Right. So let me. Okay. Your favorite. Your favorite.
YouTube channel?
That requires us to know other people's
That is
YouTube
true.
channels.
That is very true.
I'm trying to keep it vague enough. Okay.
What?
Your favorite type of body of water to swim in.
Dude, there's like 3 of those in existence. There's like a good chance we'll all say the same one.
Yep. Okay, do you have something better?
Are we just going to make Avatar 2? All right. Yeah, let's do it.
So your favorite
Okay.
Why not?
type of body of water to swim in.
Okay.
Does everybody have an answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, ready?
we're going to do 3, 2, 1, answer.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Bathtub.
River.
Bathtub, river, and ocean.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh.
it could be like a 3-act structure
It's where we upgrade.
where we keep upgrade because
Yeah.
like from size-wise, first bathtub,
Mhm.
river, ocean.
So is this a film where like we are a water dwelling creature? And as we grow bigger, we have to go to we're trying to find our way to the ocean like Finding Nemo.
Yeah, like our human mother is like, oh shit, he's too big. Except you're underwater, so it's like,
Okay.
she's like, oh fuck, he's getting too big. I gotta move him to a river. He's too big for the bathtub.
What if What if at the end of the movie it's revealed that whatever creature we are is just one of those grows in water things? So if you just let us dry out, we'll shrink back down.
Wait, say that again?
You know those little like toys you could get
Yeah.
where it'd be like grows up to 70 times its size in water.
Kind of. I remember those pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like
Is
so
it like
the,
those pills?
the pill ones are where the pill dissolves and then like the little dinosaur or whatever comes out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they were like these actual figurines that kind of looked like an animal of some
Yeah.
kind. You'd put it in water. It was made of this special type of like sponge. And you'd leave it in there
These
for
do
like
sound familiar.
for like 2 days and it would absorb a bunch of water and grow
That's
to be
sick.
like way bigger than it started.
Yeah.
It'd start like this big and then it would grow to be like this big.
That's awesome.
I will say I feel like the like animal like creature, water creature
Yeah.
that gets raised in a bathtub by like a human. I feel like that is a movie and then gets moved to I'm
Okay.
trying so hard to remember what it is.
Right.
But
Oh, it's like
that
already a
definitely
movie?
is a movie.
Oh.
Yeah. They like find an egg and there's like a weird animal in there and then they raise it in the
You know
bathtub.
what? I think I vaguely remember this movie as well. Was it kind of like a Loch Ness monster looking thing?
yes.
Yeah, I do remember this. I don't remember what it's called. It
I
was
don't
like a
either.
shitty like 2007
Yeah, I don't remember it being good.
era like Disney straight to video movie.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Only
yeah.
reason I
is
say
it.
that.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Only reason I say that is because there's that scene where Shark Boy is like in the tank,
Yeah.
like in a bathroom.
Yeah.
He's like swimming. For some reason, that's really burned into my mind.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Cool.
Also, we got to work 3 podcasters into this movie. So maybe they're raised by 3 podcasters who are telling
Yeah.
the story about this water creature.
They're narrating
On their
it as it's
podcast.
happening. Yeah.
And nobody believes them because they don't have a video with their podcast.
Maybe it's like a live radio show where they're like conspiracy theorists that are like talking about these like alien conspiracies and then they're
Yeah.
trying to convince everyone that they found one and they have it in their bathtub. And they're like,
and then it escapes through the piping
yeah.
because it's small enough. And then they find it in the river later.
And it's huge.
Somehow. And it's bigger.
Yeah.
And then they have to follow it all the way down to the, what are the things called when it goes out into the ocean?
Oh,
Estuary?
I don't remember.
Doesn't
but
matter.
yeah.
But they go down there, goes into the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does this creature look like?
Shark Boy.
We're
actually
gonna,
just Shark Boy. Can we get George Lopez in on this too?
As Mr.
He's one of the
Electric.
podcasters. Yeah.
So we have Taylor. What is his name?
I think so. Yeah.
As young Taylor Lautner as Shark Boy, but he starts as like a tiny minnow.
Yeah, he's really small.
But the reason nobody believes the podcasters is because it just looks like a fish. But they're like, no, this is an alien. We saw it come from space.
Occasionally, it transforms into Taylor Lautner from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Okay. So, great. So 3 radio show host podcasters who are notorious for hosting like alien conspiracy theory shows find a real alien and capture it and put it in their bathtub because they don't know what to do with it yet.
Yeah.
As it turns out, this little guy can grow in water because, of course, alien planets don't have water. So,
Well, I was picturing it was like the natural progression. I didn't think it was the water that made him grow. It was just a water creature who was getting older.
I see a rapidly aging water creature.
Yeah.
That grows very quickly. Like in the matter of days.
This is still the exact plot of that movie.
Shit. Okay.
Does it have 3 podcasters in it?
Yeah.
It does not. That is original.
Unique.
Well, maybe it's like told from the perspective of the podcast. Maybe it's not a movie.
No, is it? It's a podcast.
It's just a podcast.
Oh,
Just a podcast. With no visual. It's just like a radio novel.
Oh man. I like that idea, but I also don't.
Yep.
How do you feel? Do you feel attached to that idea?
No.
No. Okay.
I do think it'd be funny to have. I mean, we could do it in like in La Jetée style with stills
Yeah.
in which we talk over the stills.
That would. Yeah.
Are you familiar, James?
No.
La
I have
Jetée?
no idea.
It's a very famous like filmy film where it's a movie, but it's like stills, like pictures.
It's all.
And then it's just
Okay.
dialogue over the pictures.
So it's just like a slideshow.
Kind of, but the pictures are like, you can see movement because there'll be like blurry stuff
okay.
like in the pictures. It's not just like, here's a picture of a house, here's a picture of a
Okay.
person. It's like action shots of if the actors were acting,
Yeah.
but it's like you're playing it at like 1 frame a second.
Okay.
So you're only getting these little snippets of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
then they have like one 5-second actual video clip.
yeah, there's
Okay.
one video
Just,
clip in the
shoved
film.
3/4 in.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And we're doing that for this movie. Why?
And, that's a very
I
good
think,
question.
You know, Julian, I think the format.
That's a question that we never ask
I
ourselves.
think the format falls apart when people ask why.
I'm sorry.
No, it's very enlightening.
You know what, James? I don't know why. Would you prefer something else?
No. I feel like that's perfect. You don't need a reason why.
Mm,
Okay.
I like that.
Great. So, in La Jetée style, we have a show that is narrated / voiced by 3 podcasters, and this is a great opportunity for those podcasters to be able to do funny character voices. and we know how much we love funny character
I'm just
voices.
picturing now
true.
La Jetée, really serious, serious music. And there's some fucker who's in the background So we just found this water creature. You'll never guess where it came from.
Yeah. Really bad, campy voice acting. Okay. But it's still stills of like the things that are happening. But then we can make that alien creature like kind of not fully defined. Or maybe it can't be perceived by our camera technology. Maybe it's just like this weird
So we can.
blob hallucination thing.
There's no visual of the monster ever.
No, there can be a visual of it, but it's never like clear. Like in horror movies, right? Where you might see snippets of the monster, but you're never just getting like the shot of just the single of the monster.
Right, yeah.
It's always like obscured, or it's like running really quickly across the screen or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you do stills, especially if they're shot on actual film, you can get those like motion blur.
Yeah.
So you can see that there's something there, but it's just like a figure that's blurred, moving. So I think that could be interesting to play with. But we still need to like define. We need to make our alien creature not just from that movie. So it's aging, and it grows in size as it's aging.
Yeah.
And it's an aquatic creature of some kind. Does it have to be fully aquatic? I mean, if it's Shark Boy,
Yeah, I feel like
He
that
is
does
amphibious.
make it different enough. The fact that it is Shark Boy.
it is canonically Shark Boy.
It makes it different, but also makes it similar to another movie in a not so surprising way.
So we canonically have. Is this a prequel to Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Is this the Shark Boy origin story?
Are we attached to the idea of actually using Shark Boy?
I don't know. Are
Because
we?
there's jokes that I make that I think would actually help the idea. And there's other jokes I make that are just jokes.
Okay.
And that was one of those ones.
Gotcha.
Where I'm like, I think it would be really fucking stupid to have Shark Boy as the actual main character of this La Jetée style movie.
Right.
But I'm also not entirely opposed to it. So,
James, what do you think?
I think it works either way.
Well, you need to make a decision right now.
Oh, God.
Shark Boy or no Shark Boy? Are you pro Shark Boy or anti Shark Boy?
Anti Shark Boy. I've never actually seen
Anti-Shark
that.
Boy.
Never seen that movie.
Interesting. Okay.
I've
So-
only seen the clip of Mr. Electric where he's like, "You stole my dream journal." That's the extent of my knowledge of that film.
that's all you need to
Mr.
know.
Electric.
What a good movie.
Okay. So in that case, do we want our little alien guy to be a creature? Is he like a stereotypical alien? Is he humanoid? What does he look like?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. It is.
Is he green
humanoid.
and glowy?
No,
He's
it
humanoid.
is-
Okay.
It looks.
Big like forehead or what?
Yeah, just a human with a really big forehead.
It's the only difference. I like that.
Tell. Okay.
There's like that fucker in Star Wars, right? That has a really tall forehead.
Uh,
I remember playing
yes.
Lego Star Wars as a kid, and I was
yes.
like, "That's funny." He has big forehead. That's funny.
Okay, so we're getting his son, who we stole from Coruscant.
Oh, no.
He's on
Damn.
Earth.
This is in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
This is a Star Wars, like, you know how the Star Wars Extended Universe is like one of the most in-depth,
It is.
like the Star Wars Extended Universe. There's like books and podcasts, and there's
Yeah.
a million things that people have done to like explore the Star Wars Extended Universe. The wiki, massive. So maybe
I
this.
saw there's an entry on Wikipedia about urine in Star Wars. Fun fact.
Do you
I
guys know?
just feel the need to say that. You should look it up.
That's the kind of information I want to know on a daily basis, and there's no better time to tell it to us
Then right
than
now.
right now.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point. I'm guessing you guys know about this, or I'm pretty sure Nick would at
Mhm.
least, because it sounds right up your alley. The bigger Luke theory.
No, I don't
You don't know
about
bigger
this.
Luke? Okay. I'm going to get my laptop just to make sure I don't miss any parts.
Right.
But the gist of it is that in Star Wars, there are two different versions of Mark Hamill that they use
right.
in shots, depending on how tall they want him to be.
I see.
So there's Luke Prime,
Okay.
And then there's bigger Luke. And the reason people think this, I don't need my laptop. The reason people think this is because in some shots, Harrison Ford seems slightly taller or shorter than Luke does. So then there's also another theory that branched out called Bigger Han, where
okay,
we're only judging their height in respect to one another. So maybe it's Han that's bigger, and Luke stays the same.
Right.
And there's actually a Han Prime and a bigger Han.
I love the idea. Off of that, I love the idea of calling one of our characters blank Prime. Maybe we make it super meta, and it's the podcasters. They're talking about this creature that they found, and then there's another podcast that's watching over the original podcast, talking about that podcast. It's kind of like what streamers do right now. Where
what do streamers do right now?
Streamers will watch another streamer watch content.
Oh God!
So a streamer will be watching MasterChef.
Yeah.
And then another streamer will watch that streamer watch MasterChef.
That's fucked up.
So we're gonna kind of like ogres, which are like onions,
which have layers.
We're going to have many layers to this Logite style alien conspiracy theory tale that includes bathtubs, rivers, and oceans.
So while this is all images,
we
could have effects, transition effects,
like 4D movies.
Yeah, we could have smells and stuff.
Smells in the
we can have smells in the theater. But as we move up one level, we could actually have an effect, a visual effect, as opposed to just changing to another image. We could actually have a moving thing on the screen where it pans back out to show the other person's setting as they're watching.
Right.
This thing happen.
And is it so maybe the first one is just the still images, and then it goes to some more avant-garde 2-3 frames a second, and then as we go back out of that, it's 10, 15 frames a second.
Dude, that would be so disorienting. Holy shit.
And then by the time we're way out, we're in 240 FPS.
Yeah.
And everything is crystal
8K,
clear.
Yeah, we film really high resolution.
Yeah.
And actually at the bottom layer is just 8-bit art.
This starts, we make this in Mario Maker.
And then we zoom out to look at the person. It's the stills of the person making the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, the 3 people.
Yeah.
Making the podcast in Mario Maker. So it's their living room.
Yeah. So maybe it starts as a video game
that you play?
That the podcasters are playing.
But the video game is actually the story of the bathtub with the water creature in it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're playing through it together.
But are they even podcasters at this point?
What do you mean?
Well, they're playing a game about the creature.
Yeah.
So that replaces them telling the story about the creature.
Well, maybe
because they're experiencing the story about the creature instead.
Maybe it's a let's play.
Maybe. All right, yeah, I like
maybe
that.
it's a let's play of a game with an alien creature.
And they're talking about.
And they're live commentating it as they're playing.
But it's still just images.
Yeah, just still images. And then as we come out of that, and then there's people watching them on a screen that's only 3 frames a second.
So it just really hurts to watch.
Yeah. And then those people are talking about the highlights of what the Let's Players are doing.
Yeah. So is this layer above the Let's Players, is that also a streamer?
Sure.
Okay.
It could be a streamer, yeah.
So then the next one up is somebody's
but
maybe streaming. Maybe
on that one, we got to have it in what was that free software that people used to use a long time ago.
Audacity.
No, for video
OBS?
capture. No, it was like
Oh,
Bandicam.
Bandicam.
And so
Yeah.
the watermark at the bottom, it's in 2 frames a second. And it's just shitty, grainy Bandicam quality.
That fits really well.
Dude. This is a fantastic idea.
And so we utilize different technologies from different times, and that's what like.
Also, we're slowly moving forward in time as well.
Yeah.
So with each layer, we're maybe skipping ahead like
And
X number of years.
And maybe at the end we figure out that it's all of those people looking back on footage from back when. So maybe the original story takes place in like the 1910s or something, when like they barely had cameras.
Wait, the original story?
The story of them finding the alien.
But isn't that a video
Yeah, I
game?
thought that was a video game.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
so confused.
Maybe the video game is based on that event.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. This one is wild.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Very.
But I mean, it's avant-garde, so does it have to make sense?
No.
I'm pretty sure we've established that this is an avant-garde film at this point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
James,
Yeah,
is
I
this
didn't
an
realize
avant-garde
either.
film?
I don't know. I thought this was gonna be like in movie theaters all over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was picturing this as like
I
a
think we're
Marvel
gonna have
thing.
to rein it
Yeah,
in.
maybe. Yeah, could put this in the Marvel universe probably.
Okay, right. Well, we're already in the Star Wars universe.
Oh, I forgot about that. Shit.
So we could be in the Star Wars
Both owned by Disney. Though,
X
so-
Marvel universe. That's
We can get
right.
Disney to produce this.
Exactly.
Okay. Can we talk about the story?
Oh yeah.
What actually happens?
Well,
Unless the movie is literally just us continually backing out.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like we've already gotten so far that an audience is not going to be able to see the original film or
Right.
understand
Yeah.
what's going on.
Right.
I feel like at this point it's just a formal experiment.
So
Yes.
avant-garde.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we zoom out even further and it's just live footage of the audience watching the film?
Each theater that shows it has to have a camera.
Yes.
In the back,
In the
that's
back.
showing the audience watching the film. And then you get that trippy effect where it's like infinite.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
That is good.
I'm
very
loving
good.
this. That's how it ends. And then the
Infinite
credits roll.
recursion, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's the movie.
So the actors, we just cast lay people
Lay people indeed.
because they
Such as
have no
Jimmy-
choice.
Jimmy Johnson
And
of the famous sandwich company.
Timothy Jonathan, how I love your sandwiches.
And Mark R. Subway.
Oh, Mr. Subway.
Okay. Great.
So how we do actually have to discuss narrative
Yeah.
aspects of this movie
Yeah.
because I think we're only
What
at like 30 minutes.
motivates what
I'm still very
motivates
lost.
each
Can we just go over what we have already? Because I
Sure.
don't
That'd be a good
understand.
idea, yeah.
Okay.
So layers. We start off with the original occurrence of this alien landing,
Mm-hmm.
and how does that look visually?
I don't know. Do we show that just in like found footage style, like camcorder, and then it gets adapted into the video game?
Could be that, yeah.
Or maybe we,
Could be like the introductory phase to
yeah. So it's like a 5-minute intro sequence. Just looks like a normal movie,
yeah.
like a found footage type movie, like Chronicle.
Yeah.
And then from there is a game developer who witnesses the event
Yeah.
and it's like, holy shit,
Yes.
this would be a cool ass game.
And then he starts to code it, and then the visuals that like he's working on, we like dissolve or like we
Yeah.
zoom into it and then
Yeah.
we zoom out
Yeah.
as they're playing it. Or we just zoom into it and then we tell the story for a while in the video game.
Yeah.
And then we zoom out to
Mm.
the guys playing the video game.
Yeah.
at 2 frames a
At
second.
2 frames a second.
With a Bandicam.
And then the people after
Watermark
that
in the corner.
are on the Bandicam. And then the people after that are on like
Wait, so the person above the
Right.
podcasters is a streamer,
yeah.
and somebody's recording that, so it has Bandicam on it.
So the thing that the Bandicam thing was, it was like just a free software you could use to record out of a webcam in like 2005.
Yeah. I guess
So
my
it's
question is,
really-
who's doing the recording?
So it would be the podcasters are Let's Playing the video game.
All right, they're Let's Playing. Okay.
So anything that we show of them is in like 2 frames a second.
Yeah.
And it's in like stills. or
Really
like
grainy.
pictures, really grainy.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's like Bandicam person who is watching them Let's Play the video game.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like maybe a streamer that's got like a slightly better webcam, but then also like a thing that reads out subscribers. Subscribe.
Oh my god.
And then after that, it's a streamer that's got like an actual DSLR,
yeah.
very like clean, like 1080p camera.
Yeah.
And they've got like the sub notifications and they have chat rolling on the side.
Yeah.
And then after that, it can be the audience in the crowd watching that streamer watch all the other layers. What motivates us to move out a layer?
God, no idea.
God? God motivates
I think
us.
God motivated this whole movie.
Sure. This is a really good idea. See, this is why you guys are film majors, and I'm not.
That's right.
Let's produce this, Nick. I think we can do it.
This is makeable.
I think this is makeable.
This is makeable. But the whole time, I think we still hear the podcasters doing the Let's Play. But then sometimes we'll like duck their audio out so it's really low, and then you can hear one of the layers like talking about it. So by the end of the film, it's just like a bunch of different people.
So you can't
talking
understand
over
anything?
Each other. Well, you can kind of like you'll like at no point will any two people be like talking at the same volume.
Yeah.
So even if two people are talking at the same time, some of the audio will be ducked out. So like the highest layer gets priority.
Yeah.
So if the highest layer, this is crazy. If the highest layer is talking, then all the other audio will be ducked out. But then if the next layer is talking, only the audio under that will be ducked out. And so on and so on.
Yeah.
So the podcasters are sitting there Let's Playing. So they're talking a lot. They're talking like the whole time.
Yeah.
But then the next layer up is just kind of like reacting / giving like highlights.
Yeah.
And then the layer after that is just reacting to like only like the funny moments.
Yeah.
And then the layer after that is just like sitting there reacting like eating ramen.
And you can't see the bottom 3 layers at this point because we're
they're
so zoomed
small.
out.
Yeah.
Oh God. This is something else.
And then the audience, they'll be like, what the fuck's going on? They'll be talking in the audience, whispering over to each other, and then we'll cut to a cam of them reacting.
But the thing is, none of them are going to be there because they will have all left the theater.
We can say that it's like a social experience.
Yeah.
We could
It
say
probably
that.
would be.
Yeah. James, do you
That-
want to make this like an amusement park ride?
Yeah. At Disneyland, it is produced by Disney.
It is. Well, it's in the Star Wars universe. It'll be in Star Wars land.
Instead of going on like a ride though, like
Yeah.
you get in, you strap in, expecting, you know, those things that like click down, and you don't have the control over the thing, like to unclick it.
Yeah.
So you're stuck in there once you're there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And you think you're going on a ride. Well, you are, but not an amusement park
You
ride.
can't leave.
You can't leave. You have to watch this. And they put this thing around your head, so you can't look anywhere but at the screen.
You can't move your head. You can't leave, and you just have to stare. So, okay, then how long is this film?
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours?
I don't
It's
know.
an amusement park.
I mean, there's a lot of layers.
Yeah.
I mean, I
The
feel like
line for that ride, insane.
I don't know. Maybe once word gets out, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Opening weekend, though.
Yeah, opening weekend.
Okay, so this is now an amusement park ride where you get strapped in, and maybe each layer is actually like a real layer. So it's like you start on a screen that's in front of you, and maybe it's like a 40-inch screen in front of like the car you're in, but then you're on tracks and you're slowly moving backward, and as you pass, and then there's another screen behind you and you pass through it, and then a screen comes down and that's the next layer,
Oh,
and then you
interesting.
keep going back and then the screen comes down, that's the next layer, and so on and so on.
And
So
they're
you're
spaced apart
physically
just
moving
right.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the problem is that based on where you're sitting, we just have one person go at a time. But based on where you're sitting, things are going to line up differently. And if we care about visual things lining up properly,
Well,
on each
I think the
screen.
screens would be big enough that like a cart that's like 4x4
so
Is-
it's gonna be 16 people at a time.
yeah, is like small enough that it would all line up still.
Yeah.
Like they'd be in the middle of a track, but the screens would be like huge.
Yeah.
Maybe the first screen is like only a 60-inch TV. But then after that, it's like larger and larger projector screens.
Yeah.
That go out and out and out.
Mm.
We made this an experience.
This is good.
It's just like the Ellen DeGeneres ride at Disney with the dinosaurs.
It is?
It's just like that.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's got dinosaurs.
Well, how's it similar then?
But that also means we can incorporate animatronics.
I mean, yeah, we were talking about making this a 4D movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney likes smell.
Disney
So
does.
we could do some smell stuff. We could do some.
Can you elaborate on what you mean?
Speak
by
on that.
that?
Speak
Okay.
on that.
The reason I say that, I don't actually know if Disney likes smell.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a particular affinity for smell or not. But the only time I've been at a 4D movie was at Disney World when I
Okay.
was like 9,
Wh-
so I
and
barely remember
And
it.
it was the
I don't remember.
was it the Lilo and Stitch 4D movie?
I don't think so.
Oh,
It was some sort of movie. Oh,
I think they did like a ocean themed one.
I think it was like a. Which one's? Oh. What's the one with? I think it was Lion King.
There's a Lion King 4D movie.
I think it was that one.
So-
And they also had like these bugs that would like poke you in your back on the seats. So they also
Ooh.
incorporated feel. Disney likes to feel.
If there's one
They
thing
also
Disney's
like
known for,
kids at their attraction parks.
they do like
Yeah.
to feel kids.
That's that's a joke I was going for.
Great. Okay. So
They also like the smell.
this is a 4D amusement park ride.
Yes.
In which
5.
So you know what else Disney likes? Disney really likes rides that are on water. Because you like it's a small world. It's on a track, right? But it's on a boat in water. Pirates of the Caribbean on a boat in water.
Right.
So instead of doing train tracks, they like to do water, and this is where the river can come in
Oh.
True.
because you're in a
Forgot about
river
that part.
as it's flowing backward very slowly. You're floating back.
And then by the end of the movie, you've moved so far back, you're now in the ocean.
Yeah, you
And they
start-
dump you.
Well, because if
you
this is
start in a bathtub.
the
take-
car
you
you're
take-
in is a
Yes,
bathtub.
you take the river to the ocean, and then they just
Yeah.
dump you in the ocean.
We did it. We incorporated our
We
idea.
And you must be a podcaster in order to ride the ride.
Yes. Everybody has a mic in front of them.
And they can comment on the movie, and there's speakers up above
Yeah.
that blast what everybody's saying.
And
So you can't hear what the actual movie is doing.
people in line can hear what they're saying.
Everyone's just like screaming. Let me out!
Because they're locked.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so we haven't even talked the the movie. It's just an experience at this
Yeah,
point.
it's not. I don't think it has a plot.
No, but it's a 4D movie experience
Yeah.
in which
It's a torture chamber.
we are on a boat that is shaped like a bathtub with 16 people in it.
Yeah.
That is on a river that's flowing toward the ocean. Now, famously, Disney is in 2 places, California and Florida. And both of those places border an ocean.
Exactly.
So they can easily, just when they're done, dump you into the ocean.
Yeah. How far into the ocean are they going to bring you?
I'd say like to the buoy line.
Oh, okay. So we're not
Far
like,
enough that you can't swim back.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay, well. And on the microphones as they're drowning,
Yeah.
people in line will be like,
True.
I'm so excited for this.
No, the people ahead of them can then hear them drowning behind.
But they can't do anything about it because they're strapped in.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because this thing's going to be pretty long.
Yeah.
So we could have
Yeah.
multiple carts going at once.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you could see the cart, just real tiny, way in the distance.
Yeah. And then you see like light come, like if you look back and all of a sudden there's like a bunch of light pouring in
Yeah.
and you hear you hear the ocean, you hear dolphins. And you're like, what the fuck? Where are we going?
And then you're just all 16 of you in the middle of the ocean on a floating bathtub.
Yeah. And then you got to paddle
Yes.
your way back.
Yeah.
Yes.
They give you oars.
They give you oars and they say you have to work as a team. This is a challenge
It's
for a reality
becomes a challenge.
reality TV show.
But actually, what happens is there's somebody out there who's a Disney employee dressed in the costume for the water creature of the movie,
Right.
who comes out and he's like, I'm the water creature. Or like he says some line, you know, that's like from the movie. And then he like paddles them back to shore.
But it's one of those shitty costumes where you can see their face,
Yeah.
like as a face hole in the costume, and then there's the neck up here.
And for some reason, the designers didn't quite anticipate that the costume would be getting wet.
So it's like
So
all
it's like-
droopy.
Yeah, and it's like really sheer. Like once it's wet, so like the dude's penis is just like right there. Like he like stands up, like they have like a rock. They have like a rock placed out there for him to like jump up on and be like, I'm here to save you. But his dick is just like, you can see it in its full girth.
Oh man, this is great.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
loving this
I like this
idea.
a lot.
Oh my god.
Just like imagining, like you go into a ride to like watch a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're strapped in, and everybody's just like screaming, like terrified. They get dumped into the ocean, and then a Disney employee shows up and is like referencing the movie that they just saw.
With like the vibe that like, oh, they're gonna understand this. This is gonna be funny. They're gonna laugh, but they don't remember anything from that movie because what the fuck? I'm in the ocean.
It's just really, really like boldly and confidently quoting lines from the movie.
The movie that's going like 2 frames a second.
It's like, yes, this is where I'm meant to be. The ocean. Everybody's, well, what's going on?
Oh my god.
This is my home. Thank you for bringing me here.
What are we at?
What is that, 40 minutes?
40 something. Okay.
We can still add another like 4 layers of absurdity to this.
Disney is gonna love this.
So Disney's gonna love this. Let's recap, and then we'll talk about how we're tying this all together.
What do you mean tie?
Like how we're making this a complete experience from start to finish.
It's not yet?
Well, you know.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you mean.
So we're at Disney Orlando.
You
Disney
know what?
World.
Actually, what else is on an ocean? I think Disney would love this idea, but Guantanamo Bay is also right next to an ocean.
Okay. Wait. Is this like where they send people to like interrogate
Yeah.
and torture them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Disney
I
employee.
think they would love this, maybe even more than Disney.
Oh yes, we barely get anybody
The
to torture
American
anymore.
government. Exactly.
But it's presented as like this fun amusement ride
Yeah.
at Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for nail slicing. I don't know what Neil says.
I got the fast pass.
Me first.
Okay. So Disney is out. No, they're not outsourcing. They're letting Guantanamo Bay like rent this attraction. And this is where the U.S. government sends anyone they would like to interrogate. They have to go through this ride. And then they can be interrogated.
Yes.
And they're interrogated once they get dumped into the ocean, because there's a plant. Not a plant like a green thing, but like a planted government official in the boat.
Yeah, dressed in the costume, of the creature.
Yeah. And then by quoting lines from the film, he interrogates
Ewan McGregor. Can
Sure.
the guy who picks you up? I want him to say hello there. Once
well, because
he gets up on the rock.
This is in the Star Wars universe.
Forgot about that.
So Obi-Wan makes an appearance.
And the oars that they give them to paddle to Guantanamo Bay are lightsabers.
Lightsabers notorious for being really good at being oars.
Yes.
Plasma and water
Yes.
go fast.
Yes. Plus,
There
they've
will-
got Ewan McGregor behind them.
There will also
Yeah.
be canonical Star Wars urine on this ride.
Some little kid, I gotta pee.
Don't worry, we got some for you right
Little
here.
kid at Guantanamo Bay.
Well, it came from Disney, right? So occasionally you're gonna get some little kids who are like, "Mom, I really want to ride the
The 2-hour-long movie that turns into a Guantanamo Bay experience.
They got the fast pass."
Still takes 2 hours because the movie's actually like 4 hours long.
This would probably be a hit at Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I think so.
Probably the most humane interrogation that's happening there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a big hit.
Well, especially because it's Disney approved, right? And
Exactly.
everybody knows
Everybody would want to be
Disney
interrogated
is
there.
the happiest place on earth.
It's where magic happens. Where do we go?
Okay.
Let's continue the recap.
Okay. So we start off with an alien. Maybe that's the animatronic part of the ride. The very beginning, as you're walking in, you're not on the ride yet.
Right.
But like as you're still waiting in line, there's animatronics, and it's like this found footage on like TVs and stuff, and you're watching it, and it's like the discovery of this alien.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is making it really interactive, because they do this in some rides like the newer Toy Story ride. As you're waiting in line for like the last 30% of the line, it's all Toy Story themed like games and stuff that you can play while you're in line.
Oh, really?
And then they have like different like clips and stuff playing and whatever. And like the whole line is themed like Toy Story. So we can theme our line to be the origin story that leads into the actual
you could
film.
play the actual game.
Yeah, you can play the game.
Yeah.
That's right. You can play the game while you're
It
waiting
is
in line.
still 2 frames per second, though.
Yeah. Correct. But it's playable.
Yeah.
I mean, back in my day, we only needed 1 frame per second. Flip book.
It's going to be a bad flip book if it takes you a second to flip each page.
Okay. So so they're going through the thing, and that's how they get the origin story. And then by the time they get in the bathtub, this is when the podcasters are starting to let's play the game. You have played the game, so you kind of relate with the podcasters, right? Because you've already played it. So now they're let's playing the game, and you're in the bathtub, and you're slowly drifting back, and it's just this little screen of them at 2 frames per second, let's playing the game and talking about it. And then as you slowly back out, maybe 10 minutes later, you have to watch this for 10 minutes, by the way, and I'm imagining it as this long rail that goes for a really long time, and like you're inside the rails and you're in the water and it's flowing.
Yeah.
But it's just a TV on a black wall. The black wall is like 200 by 200 feet, but there's a 50-inch TV in the middle, and that's where you start. And then as you back out, more layers of it start to be revealed,
Yeah.
until you're way far out.
I feel like the TVs are gonna have to move with you.
No,
as you
so
go back,
only the first one's a TV.
and then the other ones move with. I'm picturing like things that like projectors or something that come
Yeah.
down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
That are transparent, so that you can see.
You know what Disney does do?
What?
I don't know if you can do this for every layer, but Disney does projection onto steam or onto like water droplets in the air.
Yeah.
So it'll be very dark. They'll put water droplets in the air, and then they do projection onto that.
Yeah.
From like a bunch of different angles to make it look like a 3D
Yeah.
thing. Could do that for a few of them.
Would go with the water theme. So.
It would go with the
Yeah.
water theme. But as you're moving back, you go out to each of these layers. The first layer, 2 frames a second. The second layer is a shitty Bandicam streamer, like reacting and like giving highlights, or maybe he's commentating over the Let's Players that are commentating. And then after that, it's like a reactor streamer that's just watching like the highlights and the funny moments and laughing occasionally and commenting occasionally. And then the chat's on the side. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, chat, you're so funny. And then a layer after that, the final layer is like super high quality, like this giant thing. And it's just a streamer like eating ramen while watching this for the last hour of the film.
And you're just listening to them eat ramen. Like,
Yeah. But like, there's still things happening, but it's just that all that streamer's contributing is that they're eating ramen
yeah.
and watching it with chat. And they might laugh occasionally, like give a little chuckle.
And then you get dumped in the ocean.
And then you get dumped in the ocean.
Brought to Guantanamo Bay by.
Then you go to
McGregor.
Yeah.
You could also bring it out into international waters.
Mm-hmm.
I think the American government would be a big fan of that. Because then interrogation's on.
Right.
There's no responsibility.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm with it. I dig it.
It is crazy to go back to the actual film after establishing that this is in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. As an amusement park ride.
Yeah. Or maybe it starts at Disney, moves to does a little tour. Sort of.
Well, I mean, Disney lines for rides are notoriously long. So maybe you have to walk all the way to where the ride starts, which is like on the coast.
Okay.
And then the ride ends right outside Guantanamo Bay.
I see.
I have a
I
proposal.
don't know where Guantanamo Bay is, actually.
I don't either. It is kind of down in that area, right?
Yeah.
I think
Kind
so.
of southeast of
Mhm.
Florida.
Well, it's not in the U.S., is it?
It's like an island.
I thought it was not in the U.S. That was like the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Okay. Yes.
It's like a small island
It's
off
part
the
of
coast of
territory?
Florida.
I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
My proposal.
Mm-hmm.
You have to complete a quiz or like a test before you're allowed to enter the line.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's a very tough quiz.
Mm-hmm.
It requires you to read like a bunch of books
Mm-hmm.
about the lore of the sea space creature
Mm-hmm.
and the people who found it. So you have to answer a bunch of questions about that before they let you in line.
Before you can even get in the long line to walk all the way to the ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like 10 books.
Oh, okay.
There are like 500 pages.
Do you have to do like a year's prep for this?
Yeah.
You
And
have
then
to
your
like
reward is a 2-hour long shitty ass movie and a ride to Guantanamo Bay.
you have to sign up for like a class
Yeah.
and your final exam.
You have to pay tuition.
It's 1 year. It's a 1-year course.
Yeah.
And then your final exam is to actually go on the ride.
Yeah. And then do you get a diploma? Like, what is your reward for having?
Your reward's getting to go to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, okay.
Not many people get to go there.
True.
So yeah, yeah,
Very
because you pass the
exclusive.
test.
Mm-hmm.
That's your final.
Yeah.
And then you get in line.
Yeah.
And that's like getting your diploma.
Yeah. That's you walking the stage.
What? And then the movie is you living your life
Yeah.
and then getting dropped in the ocean. It's dying.
Yes.
This movie's really all about the circle of life.
Yeah.
Disney loves the circle of life, don't they?
They
made a whole movie about
if
that,
there's
right?
one thing Disney likes, it's the circle of life.
That's why they'll be on
and
board.
smell.
Yeah.
And smell.
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 We've established 2 things. Disney likes the circle of life and smell.
Mm.
Okay. James, we need to come up with a title. The Logline.
Logline, wow.
Oh, man.
So we'll come up with a logline first, and then we'll come up with a title. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it starts something like.
A
That's a good
Disney
start.
ride.
What?
A Disney ride? Do we start with a Disney ride? Do we just jump
No,
straight into it?
You start with long ago in a galaxy far away. There was a ride,
There was a ride.
an amusement park ride. In which graduates, because they have to graduate the class,
Wait, so in a galaxy,
long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
yeah, I like just wasn't typing stuff because I was so like I was trying to piece it together in my head. Like, how do we write this? Okay,
Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, graduates must
endure.
endure an amusement park ride, an a Logite inspired avant-garde music or amusement park ride,
Logite
inspired
amusement
avant-garde amusement park ride, in order to win a trip
Holy shit!
to Guantanamo Bay.
Wow. Holy fuck!
I think we need that one sentence.
Yeah, I think that is one sentence.
I think that's a one sentence. Well, usually we write two. I think
Yeah, I think
that's
we
that's
just need
summarized in one.
Yeah.
All right, we need
I'm
a title.
intrigued.
What's the title of our amusement park ride, and or the movie about the amusement park ride?
Suffering.
Got any puns?
Oh,
Guantanamo,
Done.
yay!
Amusement for life, Guantanamo, yay.
A day at Disney.
Day at Disney.
Fuck.
You got anything?
I have absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I feel like this should be a really long
Yeah.
title.
Okay.
I'm going to not give you. I'm going to give you no takebacks. So whichever words you say are going to be the words that I type.
All right. The quest
The quest.
to endure the wackiest amusement park ride in the eastern United States of America.
Do you want to tack anything on to the end, James?
Guantanamo, yay.
Colon,
Colon,
Guantanamo, yay. All right, Julian, give us a read through.
Right. The logline is. Oh my god, the title's a little longer than the logline. Logline. Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, graduates must endure a La Jetée-inspired avant-garde amusement park ride in order to win a trip to Guantanamo Bay. Win a trip to Guantanamo Bay. That is one of the funniest phrases. Okay, and the title of the ride. This is what is on. This is what is on the sign. The big sign that they like custom make to have all these cute letters and like fun colors on it. That says, the quest to endure the wackiest amusement park ride in the eastern United States of America. Guantanamo, yay. An exclamation point.
That is fantastic.
That's something.
That is
That is
great.
This is
That's
a
a
hit.
movie I would see. This is a movie I would spend 10 years studying for, and then
Yes.
This episode went so wacky.
Instant classic.
This
I
was
think
great.
was created.
All right. Well, James Kowaleski, thank you for joining us
Yes, thank
today.
you.
Thanks for coming on. Do you have anything you'd like to promote? Any shout outs? And I heard you got a new film coming out.
I guess. I don't know. On my YouTube channel, which is my last name. KOVALESKI. That's it.
Hell yeah.
It'll be on there.
What kind of stuff do you do on there?
I have 3 videos on my YouTube channel right now.
Mm-hmm. And they're all great.
They are all fantastic. My 150 subscribers, absolutely love them.
150.
True.
It's a lot of subscribers.
That's more than you have.
It's more than I've ever had on any platform.
Yeah, ever. At time of recording.
True. Yeah, I'm sure after this comes out, you'll eclipse me.
Yeah, we'll have 151
Yes. Yes.
loyal
At time of recording.
time of recording. All right, thank you, James. Thanks for coming
Yes,
on.
thank you.
We
Thank you.
enjoyed having you here, and yeah, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.